Hey everyone, this is Gary K, and welcome to another pre-ISE edition of my Rants and Raves video cast. Today I'm joined with Gavin Downey, Group Product Manager at Epson. Hey Gavin, how are you?
Gary, great to see you. How are you?
Both you and I are privileged to go over to ISE every year and see the really cool stuff. And one of the most fun things I do at ISE every year is do a tour of the Epson booth and the Epson stand. That's going to be a lot of fun. You guys always do something special in that booth. I don't want to give away any secrets. We'll actually show that when we do we'll do a show floor tour and show that the first day of the show. But you're going to be in stand 3J100 for those in hall 3. For those people that don't know, they're going to go over to the show. But a lot of people aren't going to go to the show, and they're going to miss some cool announcements. So let's tease a little bit, Gavin, because one of the things you're going to introduce is something I got a chance to see a sneak peek of about 4 or 5 months ago, which is a speaker bar. It looks like a speaker bar, and it is, but it has a projector built into it. And from only a couple of inches away from the wall, it makes a 100-inch 4K image.
We're really excited about it. We spend a lot of time in schools, so we do a lot of research, and I spend more time, I feel like, in schools than I actually spend in actual school doing research for Epson. So
you're more interested in the school now than you were when you were in school. Yeah,
that's right. But some of the things that we've seen are, teachers are looking for much larger images. Right. Yeah. There's a lot more content to have. You've got not only got presentation content, but you've also got sometimes a gallery of participants, remote participants, right, or classrooms are simply getting bigger, or the number of students in those classes are increasing, right? So right, legibility and engagement in the back of the room. So we find a lot of folks are looking for larger images. And it's tough. I mean, budgets, there's been a lot of federal stimulus, but a lot of schools still have tight budgets. Yep. So what we've seen a lot are like sort of large panels being rolled around on carts. And those panels, they weigh 50, 60, 70 pounds, and they're sort of precarious. And we think they sort of offer sort of a false sense of mobility. What we see is they're usually parked in a classroom for a long time. They don't move. So what's so exciting about this brand new, the 850i, it's extreme ultra short throw. So it's 0.16. So you can get a massive image with just inches from the wall. And more importantly, it weighs less than 25 pounds. So right, it's a fantastic cart-based solution. It's truly mobile. You can roll it in, roll it out, and it's 5,000 lumens. So laser-driven, 5,000 lumen, 0.16, huge images, which I think folks need for engagement at the back of the class.
You can actually get up to 180 inches on it from only 5 inches away, I think it is, from the wall. It's going to be huge, and it uses your 4KE technology, which is native 4K, just uses a kind of a unique proprietary pixel shifting methodology that you can't tell. It looks like 4K. It looks like native 4K.
Yeah, it's got incredible image quality. I mean, as everything we do is 3 LCD. Yeah. So the color brightness is truly stunning, and it's just been really exciting to show it to people and their response and their reaction. We've shown it to school districts and key decision makers in K-12, even higher education. There's been a lot of interest, even in rental and staging for corporate breakout. So it's been really well received, and we're super excited to go, announce it in public and see what folks think.
And I forgot to mention, I didn't know if we put up an image of this yet or not. I was not even paying attention, but just in case we did not, I'm going to throw up an image right now to make sure you see what it looks like, because it has a really unique form factor. I want to keep our attention on education and talk about the new BrightLink Go board product that you have, the 880Fi. What's different about that than the previous version?
Yeah, I think so. Much easier installation, so much more intuitive. It's browser-based. It's got a built-in browser. That's absolutely critical. PC-free interactivity. A lot of the times, right, you may not have a PC, and so it's got PC-free interactivity. Yep. It's OS agnostic, so it can run, because it's browser-based, it can run on any OS. It's got shortcuts to Google Drive, Google Classroom, OneDrive, YouTube.
I mean, this is obviously aimed at K through 12. This is a great product for K through 12, and sort of replaces the need for any kind of smart board application. And you get much bigger images, and you get projection, you get bright enough, you get, it's really kind of a cool product. And you also have education pricing on this, which is kind of cool. You have a BrightLink program.
Yeah, the Brighter Futures program. It's an evergreen program, but we find the school districts being able to look up the pricing and to have full transparency and for budgeting purposes. It's just been a win-win for our integration partners, our end users, and Epson.
Well, one thing that universities use and corporations with auditoriums and even live events use is big, bright projectors. And 4KE is entering 4K in these large format, large venue applications has been difficult. And now you have a series of 5 new projectors, the PowerLight 4KE series. Mm-hmm. And let me make sure I get this right. 8,000, 10,000, 13,000, 16,000, and 20,000. Did I get that right?
So actually, sort of. We've got 2 series that we're launching, right? One is the PowerLight L, which are our fixed lens lasers. And we've got a 7,000 lumen in white and black and a 5,000 lumen. And those are fixed lens. So really cost effective, yet incredibly bright. And they're really small. They weigh like 18 pounds for 7,000 lumens. And they've been incredibly well received. We've garnered quite a bit of market share, and it's an exciting product. But now we're increasing the resolution at 7,000 lumen and 5,000 lumen to 4KE. So that's fantastic.
So that's the L 4KE product. It's 2 different products with 2 different brightnesses. Okay,
that's right. Gotcha. And then we have the EBPU series, which is our interchangeable lens series, right? Just like you said. So we've got an 8,000, a 10,000, a 13,000, 16,000, and 20,000. And we just launched those about a year ago, and the world's smallest light is 10,000 lumen. The world's smallest light is 20,000 lumen. And now we're bringing those up to a full 8 million pixels. So 4K versions of those interchangeable lens. So on the fixed lens, we've got 4KE, which is building higher resolution to a very successful, very cost-effective but bright series. And then we're also increasing resolution on interchangeable lens up to full 8 million pixels. So it's going to be a great ISE for us.
Yeah, so this is going to be big. That means that we're on a track to have 4K everywhere in the product line. It's interesting. You went to laser everywhere. Now the next thing is going to be 4K everywhere. You're getting really close to that already.
I mean, I think it's an interesting point you raise, right? When you look at Teams implementations where like maybe it's front row or any other hybrid application, you're seated pretty close to the viewing surface. So resolution is going to be really important, and we've been careful to introduce 21:9. So very, very wide aspect ratio for things like Teams. Or you look at some of the transformative things like companies like Igloo are doing in those geodesic domes, which are completely, 360. People are very close to the surfaces or any of the immersive art. So we're seeing viewing distances get quite compressed. And that's when resolution really starts to make a difference.
It's more about pixel density rather than resolution. And the other thing you can do is with projectors like that, you can do front row and blanket, right? I mean, you can do some cool things where you only use the image that you need to use vertically, but you spread it out horizontally without having to use 2 projectors. So you can get a 21:9 image that's much higher resolution and use it using blanking rather than trying to put together 2 projectors that are 16:9.
Exactly, Gary. I mean, I think that's a really important point that you raise. And we even allow you to move inside the raster and define where that 21:9 window you
move
want
the image higher.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
You mount it, 0 offset and stuff. Yeah. So that's critical. We're going to show all this. We're going to go around and shoot videos on all this. We're going to show all these new products as they debut at ISE. They'll make their worldwide debut next week at ISE, but you're getting a sneak peek here by actually seeing them. And Gavin, I really appreciate you doing this.
Gary, it's great to see you again. I can't wait to see you in Barcelona. Thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, we'll do a tour, and we'll also do individual videos on these. It's 3J100 in Hall 3 if you're there at the show. If not, we got you covered at ravepubs.com/ISE. Gavin, have you seen our new website? We redesigned the whole website. Have you seen it?
It looks fantastic. As always, we're big fans of everything at Rave Pubs and Rave Media. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And of course, everyone else, check it out, ravepubs.com. Have a great day.
With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves.